Okay, do I look camera ready? Mic check, mic check. Audio check. Yep, I can hear you. Let's do this. Good evening. I'm Hank the History King. You want to know a backstory? Give me a call at 1-800-HISTORY. I'm getting a call right now. You've reached Historians R Us. Talk to me.
Can you tell me how the Flying Saucer Festival in Chehalis got started?
Oh yeah, definitely. I got this. The year 1947. The place, Chehalis, Washington. A pilot named Kenneth Arnold departs the airport and heads toward Yakima. He makes a side trip because he heard about a $5,000 reward for finding a crashed Marine Corps transport aircraft.
Did he find the downed plane?
He didn't, but what he claimed to have found are 9 unidentified aircrafts flying together. He states they look like flying saucers, but years later he said they flew like there were saucers skipping across water. People started calling UFOs flying saucers, and the name stuck.
Wow. So, that was the original use of the term, huh?
Yep. So, in the words of Paul Harvey, now you know the rest of the story.
Thanks, Hank.
Folks, what you just saw here is what people in the biz call a prologue. It provides necessary background information to understand a movie. So there you go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Which One Saw Them Aliens? Good day.
All right, my chickadees, let's knock this out in one take, and it'll be on air tomorrow. All right, quiet on set, please. And 3, 2, 1, action.
Good evening, folks. We are here at the Flying Saucer Party in Chehalis, Washington. I'm your host, Scott Hill, the owner of this Chehalis Theater, and I am excited to bring you the game show To Tell the Truth right here to the party. The three of us are going to guess which one of these contestants wrote a letter that is out of this world. But before we get to that, let's meet our judges.
Howdy, Scott. I am Julie Walker, and I run a nonprofit down at the Judge Seymour White House.
Hi, I'm George Smith. I'm the new owner of the Vintage Motorcycle Museum right here in town.
Chicks dig bikers. There's something about a man in leather.
Hey, wait, that's where I know you from, Match.com.
Okay, I guess you do look a little familiar.
Why did you return my calls?
Oh.
All right, folks. One of these contestants is an author of a letter about a close encounter of the third kind. It is time to meet our contestants.
I'm Chris Jackson, and I saw them aliens.
I'm Chris Jackson, and I saw them aliens.
I'm Chris Jackson, and I saw them aliens.
Here's a recording of a letter one of the contestants sent us.
I interviewed the grandson of Kenneth Arnold. Upon leaving his house, I was excited to work on the story, but that night took a hard turn. As I was driving, I saw a bright light pulsing in a field. I pulled over and I walked up to it. It was a glowing sheep. I noticed a large aircraft parked nearby. Then I became surrounded by strange creatures with one eye. The last thing I remember was them closing in on me. The next day I woke up naked on my car. Sadly, my recording device was gone. I lost a lot of things that night, but at least I gained something. A great story.
Well, that was freaking weird.
How the hell was there a glowing sheep?
Okay, let's figure out which one of these contestants wrote this bizarre letter.
I'm usually good at catching lies, especially when a man says he makes more money than he actually does.
Hey, mine come varies sometimes.
I don't remember.
Chris number 1, what did Kenneth's grandson say to you?
'Tis a bit vexing, but I can't remember that particular conversation.
Chris 1, did you ever communicate with the grandson again?
Much to my chagrin, no. His phone number was disconnected.
Chris 2, what did you do when the creatures approached you?
I tried to calm them by presenting an amethyst, yoga, and meditation, but it didn't work.
Chris 3, did you go to the doctor after this?
I did. He said I mostly seemed normal, but a few tests showed.
And he just fell asleep.
I don't know, man. Maybe something they did, like gave him narcolepsy?
No.
Chris, too, did you notify?
My name is Al, and I'm stuck on Earth.
Alf? Like from the 80s TV sitcom?
I can't get back to my place of birth.
What in the world?
Chris, too, did you feel different after the incident?
My chakras were blocked. I've made progress through yoga and meditation, but my third eye still seems a little bit off-centered.
Chris 1, on the day you woke up, did you see any evidence of the alien spacecraft?
If by evidence you mean indentations in the soil that were presumably caused by a gargantuan aircraft, then yes, I saw evidence.
Sorry. I felt weird there for a second.
Chris 3, have you been back to the area since?
I did go back, but I E.T. phone home.
Chris 1, how did your body feel the morning after?
Like that of a stallion in its prime, Julie, thank you for asking. Although I did have some pain in my cervical spine that was presumably caused by the abnormal sleeping position I took in my automobile's driver's seat.
In your letter, you said you slept on the car, not in it.
Very astute. I meant in it.
Chris 2, have you seen anything to suggest what they did to you?
I developed high blood pressure. I was able to lower it in yoga when I held the Sentu Bandha Sarvagasana yoga position for 10 minutes. It's likely my blood pressure was high because of something the aliens did when their needles were in me before the gas knocked me out.
Your letter didn't say anything about needles in you or gas.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to write that part in.
Sorry, I'm feeling fine.
Chris 3, how did your body feel the morning after?
Riffraff, magenta, to Transylvania.
More showbiz alien references.
Well, that's it. Our questioning time is over. Judges, who will you be voting for?
You know, I think Chris 3 is the most likely candidate, but I don't know. I think he might be trying to fool us. Chris 2, she just seems a little too new age to be really like a committed writer. I think I'm going to go with Chris 1.
I agree with you about Chris 3. And Chris 1 is too much of a smarty pants to make that mistake of sleeping on or in the car. But Chris 2, I could see her forgetting details about a story. So I'm going to go with Chris 2.
It could be any of them. But Chris 3 seems just too obvious. But then, you know, the aliens could have done something to his brain or something. I'm going with Chris 3. Well, the moment of truth. Will the real Chris Jackson please? We'll find out right after this break.
All right, and cut. Very well done, everyone.
Oh, I can't wait to see who it is.
Yeah, I'd really like to sit down with the person and learn a little more about the story, maybe.
And we are back from commercial. All right, quiet on set, please. 3, 2, 1, and action.
All right, folks, we're back. And now it's the moment of truth. Will the real Chris Jackson please stand up? Chris 3 chose the opposite of standing up. All right. Is it Chris 1 or Chris 2?
Well, I'll be. It was Chris 3.
Them aliens really did a number on him. Congrats, Scott.
Better be lucky than good, huh?
Actually, it wasn't Chris 3.
Who else could it have been?
Well, it was me, darling. I wrote the letter.
Nice joke.
But I'm quite serious, my darlings. I organized this entire broadcast to transmit a message from Kenneth Arnold. He's the gentleman who allegedly saw the flying saucers.
Yeah, right. He's been dead for over 50 years.
What does that matter, darling? I participated in a seance. I spoke to him. You know what? I'll summon him now. I will summon a ghost to appear. Kenneth Arnold, your presence is requested here.
Whoa.
That's an appropriate response. Go ahead, Kenneth. Tell me.
In 1947, I was determined to get rich by finding that missing plane and receiving the award, but I had no luck. Out of desperation for fame and fortune, I lied and claimed I'd seen UFOs. It worked and I became successful. But after being dead for so long, I've realized I shouldn't have lied. I'm here to come clean and apologize. Please forgive me!
Damn.
Now you see why I did this?
This is bad.
Kinda reminds me of the last time I got ghosted.
Hush up.
Jim, we can't show this.
Well, what are you talking about, darling? Why not?
Well, it'll put an end to the Flying Saucer Party. Chehalis really counts on this.
Yeah, I mean, we're all small business owners here.
It could hurt the local economy.
Our world, they need to know about this.
No, we won't show this.
Stay your feathered hands, Scott. We also spoke to someone important.
Yes, we participated in a seance as well.
What? Everyone here did a seance? Is there a party that I missed?
I never got no seance invite.
For her and I are cousins, and we communicated with the ghost of the pilot whose plane actually went missing, our grandfather.
Can this show get any weirder?
It can, and it will. Summon the ghost of our grandfather.
I shall summon a ghost to appear. Frank Jackson, your presence is requested here.
When I was flying that plane in Washington, I took a detour to scout out a good place for an apple farm. I soon found out there were some strange creatures that snuck aboard the plane. These creatures had one eye and 3-fingered hands. I contacted McCord Air Force Base. They ordered me to egress, and that was the last thing I remember. When I came to, we were on Mars. They modified my plane for space travel. They performed experiments on me there for the rest of my life. Beware! They're returning to Earth. Fight back. The only way to beat them is by playing a diminished 7th chord.
Damn.
So there were aliens in this story after all?
I mean, I thought we were doing this fun little game show, and then we're hit with this news about an alien invasion? What is this about a diminished chord?
Who knows? But people really do need to know. They're coming back.
All right, let's hear it.
Excellent.
Ah, not so fast.
Jim, what the hell?
Damn.
Brado, brado. This is Zabit reporting to Alpha 8. Earthlings subdued. I will be acquiring the footage now. Departing in T-5.
Stop! I'll take the footage!
You'll have to pry it from my cold, dead, three-fingered hands.
I will gladly do it.
Over there, dead bodies.
We can't beat you with our guns, but we can defeat you with our rock and roll.
No, what are you doing?
Hasta la vista, baby. Operation Flying Saucer Party interruption complete. Long live the Chehalis Flying Saucer Party.